Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2022 Buick Encore Preferred, as well as learn about the features. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2022 Buick Encore is an extra small SUV that slots alongside the Encore GX as an entry-level model in Buick's lineup. Buick has been paring down the Encore over the past few years, cutting the number of trims and features available. For 2022, the Encore is now only available in a single trim level, and some features have been removed or added to equipment packages. It's not all about slimming it down. The Encore's engine gets a significant bump in power for 2022, helping alleviate the Buick's sluggish acceleration. For 2022, the Encore is only available in a single trim level. The Encore is powered by a new 1.4-liter turbocharged engine with 155 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. That's up 17 horsepower and 29 pound-feet of torque over last year's Encore. A 6-speed automatic and front-wheel drive are standard, though the Encore is available with all-wheel drive. As I said earlier, their Encore is only available in one trim level that's called the Preferred. It has a starting MSRP of $25,045. All 2022 Encores include these standard features: 18-inch wheels, halogen headlights, keyless entry with push-button ignition, leather-wrapped steering wheel, a 7-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, a 6-speaker audio system, satellite radio, and Wi-Fi hotspot. A handful of options are available for the Encore, including a safety package, which includes blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert and a 120-volt power outlet. There's also the Safety 2 package, which includes forward collision warning, lane departure warning, front and rear parking sensors, and rain sensing wipers. Standalone options include a moonroof and remote start. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2022 Buick Encore. Real quick before we get started, however, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links in the description below. Of course, the 2022 Encore competes with other extra small SUVs. I've done build and price reviews of many of them. Two notable ones that I've recently done are the 2021 Hyundai Kona Ultimate. That's their top trim level. Nice little SUV, and the 2021 Mazda CX-30 Select. So, after you watch this video, make sure you watch one or two of those videos as well. Okay, so before we actually come over here to the configurator and spec out our 2022 Encore Preferred, we're going to option ours with all-wheel drive. Let's do these things first. Let's check out the exterior colors. Let's go over the specs real quick. Let's check out the gallery images, both exterior and interior photos. And then we'll check out the features, including the exterior features, interior features, technology features, performance features, and safety features. Then we'll come back over here to the configurator and do the build. Okay, so let's get started. Let's check out the exterior colors for the 2022 Buick Encore Preferred, the only trim level they offer. This color here is Ebony Twilight Metallic. We've got Summit White, Quicksilver Metallic, White Frost Tricoat, Dark Moon Blue Metallic, and Cinnabar Metallic. Jumping over here to spec highlights for the Encore. It's not a very big SUV. It is extra small. We can see here it's only 168 inches long, just a little bit over that. It's a little bit over 65 inches tall. Fuel economy with all-wheel drive, because we're going to option ours with all-wheel drive, is 23 in the city, 30 on the highway. Seating capacities up to 5 people, 155 horsepower motor. Maximum cargo capacity is 48.4 cubic feet. That's probably going to be with the back with the second row folded down. As far as head and leg room is concerned, front headroom is 39.6 inches. Front leg room is 40.8. Okay, here we are in the gallery now. There's not a bunch of images. I think there's about 19 gallery images, and that includes both exterior and interior photos. Here they show us a nice shot of the exterior. Here's a nice close-up shot from the side that shows the scale a little bit better. Here's a nice shot, up-close shot of the grille. Here's a nice close-up shot of the wheels. The wheels aren't bad at all. Here's a shot showing the blind spot assist. Another exterior photo. Here we have a nice look at the daytime running lights that we can see. The little eyebrows there, and those look quite sharp. Here's one out on the road at speed. We can see those daytime running lights again. Good shot of the grille. And while the vehicle's not big, it does have nice proportions. It's nicely shaped. Here's one out on the trail. Here's a shot of the chrome exhaust finisher, sometimes called an exhaust tip. Other manufacturers call it a finish. Here's a good shot of the interior. That interior looks really nice. I'm not sure what interior that is, but we might spec ours just like that. Here's a great shot of the rear with the hatch up, and what was it, 48.4 cubic feet of cargo capacity. Here's a great shot of the front row there. We can see the whole instrument cluster. We can see a digital speedometer. We see the infotainment. Everything looks pretty good in there. I mean, for what the vehicle is, it does have a starting price of $25,000 after all. Push button start. You got power windows and locks and side mirrors. You've got a 120 volt outlet out there. They're showing you here that they've got a laptop plugged in and charging. Looks like a spacious back row, and I do like those seats. They are quite nice. I like that combination. When we get over the configurator, we'll figure out what kind of seats those are. Okay, so we went over the gallery. We went over the exterior color. We went over the quick specs. Now let's go over the features. I ran off the features: exterior, interior, safety features, performance features, things like that. Buick doesn't have a lot to say on each category, as we can see here. They're letting us know that there's 18-inch wheels that are standard. There's standard LED daytime running lights that we actually talked about during the gallery. And they also say there's standard LED accented tail lamps as well. And then lastly, they talk about the power moonroof. It's an available feature, which we know. I mentioned that when I was running off all the standard features that were available on the Preferred, what options you could get. And the moonroof is one of the standalone options that you can get with this vehicle. So here they're going to show us the versatility and flexibility of the cargo capacity of the 2022 Buick Encore. And yeah, it does have 48.4 cubic feet of cargo space when you fold down the second row seats. And here they're just going to show us some examples of how this could all work. If you went to the farmer's market, for instance, here's how your layout might be. You might just fold down one seat. Here we can see for travel, they got a couple of bags. You've got some shoes out, which I would think you'd have the shoes in the bag, but whatever. And then here they're showing at the beach, you can have the seats folded down. You can have all your stuff here. And there looks to be a strap right here that seems to hold some things down so that the cargo doesn't shift too much, or just to a degree anyway. Other notable interior features here, starting from left to right, they're talking about keyless open and push button ignition. Just all you have to do is just have your fob in your pocket. You can open the door, put your foot on the brake, press that start button we saw during the gallery, and off you go. And then you can add remote access via the My Buick mobile app, they say, that can also remotely lock and unlock the vehicle as well as start and stop it. And then over here on the right, we're talking about the Buick quiet tuning technology, and that's all about making the cabin quieter inside. Triple door seals, acoustic laminated glass, those kinds of things help to reduce, block, and absorb unwanted noise. As far as technology features are concerned, we know that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, as well as that 7-inch diagonal touchscreen that includes that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Down here at the bottom over on the right, they're talking about that My Buick mobile app again, which we kind of already found out a few things that it can do. Lock and unlock the door, start and stop the engine, but you can also check your tire pressure, get real-time diagnostics, I guess, of the engine, things like that. So a number of different functions. And then lastly, there's an available 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm never a fan of that because usually most people's phones can put up a Wi-Fi hotspot, so why have an extra payment? Because that's really what that is. It's an available thing, but you're going to have to pay extra for that. So performance features, it's real short over here as well. We got that turbocharged engine, 1.4 liter turbocharged engine, puts out 155 horse, 177 pound-feet of torque. I'm sure that's more than adequate to get this little SUV down the road. In the center here, we can option this SUV with all-wheel drive, which we will option our Preferred with all-wheel drive today. And then over on the right, they just talk about StabiliTrak. This just helps you maintain traction and control in all kinds of situations. And they don't really say whether or not that's standard or not, but I'm sure it is. Okay, lastly here, before we get back over to the configurator, let's talk about and go over the safety features real quick for the 2022 Encore. They tell us that it's equipped with 10 standard airbags, and there's available advanced safety technologies. We can click on these little tabs here, and it's going to tell us about them. Here's front and rear park assist, lane departure warning, also an available technology. The rain sense wiper system, which is actually very cool. And lastly, you've got the available forward collision alert. A few other features to talk about. We got the available side blind zone alert, the available rear cross traffic alert, the OnStar safety and security. This is also an available feature for, if you get in an accident, things like that, roadside assistance. And then lastly, there's the standard rear vision camera. Okay, so we went over everything for the 2022 Encore. Now, all we need to do is really spec it out. So here we are back in the configurator. We've got all-wheel drive checked. There's only one engine option. We're sitting at $25,665. Let's move on to colors. So the only standard no-cost color option is Summit White. Every other color is considered a premium color, and it's basically $500, with the exception of White Frost Tri-Coat, which is basically $1,100. I actually thought the Dark Moon Blue Metallic looked pretty nice. It's a premium color. It's $495 option. We're going to go ahead and go with this color today. And then as far as interior colors, you've got a couple of options. You've got the ebony cloth with leatherette seat trim. Let's get a big view of that. So here's the black cloth with leatherette, and that doesn't look bad at all. So I guess that's the cloth down the center. I was hoping it was going to be leather, but probably at this price point, that was probably asking for too much. But I do like the pattern that they went with. The pattern is quite nice. So this is the black, and then the other color was the shale. Let's check that out. I think the shale looks pretty nice, and normally I'm not really into the tan and light colors like this. But in this instance, everything else is dark. The dark rugs, the doors are mostly dark. You've just got the center inserts. I just think it looks nice. I think it'll look great with the blue paint that I optioned for the vehicle. So we're going to stick with this shale interior color today. Moving on, the only thing to get are some packages, and there's the rain sensing wipers in the safety package 2. Then you got safety package 1, that gives you the power outlet, the rear cross traffic alert, side blind zone alert. Here's the deal. The thing is, I think we should just go ahead and get both safety packages and have all of these options. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we have safety package 2 and safety package 1 selected. I don't think we need the road trip package. I mean, I'm not really into the roof rack cross rails, and the all-weather floor mats you can pick up at the dealer at any time. They've got this active package, cargo area tray, and a tow hitch. I think we're good. The interior protection package, you got the carpeted cargo mat. I'd rather it be an all-season mat like the rubber kind. And they got the all-weather floor mats. Again, this is all stuff that you can pick up at the parts counter at your local Buick dealer, so we're not going to mess with that today. Let's move on to exterior. Okay, so here we are. We got some exterior options here. They're like, do we want an engine block heater? Do you want the upgraded 18-inch wheels for $2,000? You want the wheel lock kit, power moonroof, the roof rack rails, and all that other stuff? I think out of all of this, I think really the only thing I probably want to option, even though I don't use the moonroof very often, is I'd want the power moonroof. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So now we've got the roof. Let's move on to interior. And when we come over here to the interior, we can see that basically it's a whole bunch of options that you can get at the dealer. Again, the premium carpeted mats, the cargo net, all that. The only thing that actually sounds good out of everything here, we already have all the safety options because we got the right packages for that, the safety 1 and safety 2 package. The only thing that sounds good is the remote start for $300. I think we're going to go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we got the remote start. We're sitting at $28,550. And now they're going to tell us, hey, let's look at the accessories, which we kind of been looking at accessories anyway. Well, at least they have them in drop-down menus. If you watch this channel, you know that I don't look at any accessories from General Motors. General Motors includes Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC. Why? Because they try to upsell you with things like a battery charger, jumper cables, things like that. They don't even put a picture up. And so these are all things in toolkits and stuff. And so these are all things that you can get at the dealer at any time should you really want them. We don't need to spend any time going over them. So we're just going to jump over here to the summary. Okay, so here we are in the summary. Life for this vehicle started at $25,220. Now we're sitting at $28,550. I think it's worth it. I like Buick products. I've done build and price reviews of many Buicks, and I never have anything bad to say about Buicks. I even like their upscale Avenir products. If you don't know about Buick, if you want a fancier Buick, they have what's called the Avenir products. You can search my channel for that word Avenir, and you'll find those videos that I've done on that. Other than that, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So if you found this build and price review of the 2022 Buick Encore Preferred helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.